Welcome to LSU's Tiger Stadium after dark, an environment unlike any other in sports. Very intimidating for visitors. As they say, this is where visitors' dreams come to die. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Wasting no time, he's going to go deep on the first play. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, LSU. It was a foot race and he won it.
Chris, just like that, you get the ball to the best player on the field, and it pays off. One play and a touchdown. We knew this guy was going to have an impact on this game. I didn't realize it was going to be on the first play.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. We'll call for the fair catch here. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Ball handed off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They look to throw it here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Powell. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Hit as he released it. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
At the 26-yard line. Second down.
Now it's second down here. There's the handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Auburn. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Automatic on the PAT.
14, Auburn, 7.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Fights through the tackler. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Well, when you play cover three, you leave your corners essentially on an island downfield. Love how the corner does a nice job of being able to stay in position, stalk the receiver, and locate the ball for that interception.
Spinning out of the tackle.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Powering right past the defender. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Using his legs on the scramble. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
No, kick it away here. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. Coverage team gets him down, and that'll do it for the first period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He'll hand it off. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Can he get there on the ground? And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They're going to run it. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. The offense threatening. Close to the goal line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Hand off to the back. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He's moving out of the pocket now. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
He'll hand it off. Running through the tackle. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And now the handoff. Finds room at the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Now that's how you execute. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after that big play, I'm all about taking a shot right to the end zone here.
The shotgun running play call. Hard running through a tackle. And he stopped just short down at the 2, but an excellent run. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. BB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run it with the option. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
28, Auburn, 14.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? It's a quick grab. Tackle made after a solid gain. They slot the ball at the 34. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Looking to throw. It's Thomas. but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Short pass, finds the tight end. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. It's a big pickup after the catch, more importantly, holds onto the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
High completion, good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. To throw, it's Thomas. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Running out of time in the pocket. And the freshman making an impact play there.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it go as he's being hit. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage, so don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there, but, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. The pocket breaking down. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. They'll kick it off, begin the second half. Here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lofting it toward the left sideline. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Gain of 11. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense was all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this third quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a fourth down. You look at that scoreboard, you start to wonder, should I go for this?
The drive ends, and the punt team on the field. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner is brought down. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The pass rush closing in. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Direct snap to the back. As the first down is still going. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Quick throw caught on the left side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
14.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it? It's a turnover. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LSU. A fumble return for 6. That's a scoop and score defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To come out throwing. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
The defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Handoff in a single back formation. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. DB's backing off from the line now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And a sophomore making an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across the 40. Brought down after the takeaway. A big play by the defense to end this quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, LSU 42, Auburn 14.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Off the play fake on first down. Pass is caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Second down after that previous play. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They moved the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. They'll try the option play here. They make the stop just short of the mark where it's going to be 4th down and inches.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down. Can they pick up the 1st?
Less than a yard to go here on 4th down. The offense is going to go for it. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. A running play called on 4th down. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get to that end zone. They go with the toss play. The big boys up front being mobile, moving around, and the running back trying to get behind them to find yards. It's exactly what he did there.
Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. It's an option look. He's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. So here we go. 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down of the 47.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets them up near midfield in 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you want...
And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Runs right over the defender. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.